visionselfhealing.com, and we're dedicated to helping you improve your eyesight and quality of life by taking healing into your own hands. And in today's video I'm going to be giving you a top tip on how you can do your eye exercises. Now, eye exercises really are the bread and butter of vision improvement. It's not the only aspect of vision improvement. You've also got things like working on your body, and also your state of mind is very important as far as vision improvement is concerned, especially as a lot of our seeing is done through the brain and not actually the eyes. But when it comes to the eye exercises, if you're not doing them, then it's very difficult for you to improve your eyesight, and they really are an essential aspect of vision improvement. Now, just like anything, when we take up something new, we try and work as hard as possible at it, and we try and perfect it in a small space of time, as quick as possible. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that that is a bad thing, and it has a lot of its benefits. But just like anything, it's really good to try and ease into it. For example, if you were going to train for a marathon, then you wouldn't just jump in and try and run 20 miles in your first session of running. You would start off doing smaller distances, and then you would build up to the marathon length, or even just a 5K. It's just a good example. But you need to be careful. You don't just jump straight in and just work hard. There's more and more clients that I'm seeing nowadays with things like yoga that are developing injuries because they're trying to push themselves too much, and they see everyone around them doing all these difficult shapes and stretches and positions, and they feel that that should be them that can do it. So they try and push themselves too much, and then they end up pulling a muscle, or in other cases that I've had, even a bulging disc or a herniating a disc from trying to push themselves too much in yoga. So with the eye exercises, it's not as obvious that you're pushing yourself too much. Now, certain exercises are more strenuous than others. Things like sunning, palming, and distance looking, they're all very relaxing exercises. But you do have some exercises like the eye rotations and the presbyopia charts, convergence charts. All these things are working the muscles in the eye, and it's also a muscle that you're not used to using. Just like, say, the marathon runner who's training for his marathon, then, and they've never done that marathon before, then, those muscles aren't as strong and they don't have the endurance in them that they need to do the marathon. Now, the eye muscles are the same. Even eye exercises like the near and far exercise is working those ciliary muscles inside the eye, trying to flex, to flatten and round the lens continuously, giving it some flexibility and strengthening the ciliary muscle in there. It's still a muscle that you're not used to using, and it's stiff and it's also weak. So you need to give a bit of time when doing it. So my top tip then really is that when you're doing your eye exercises is to try and be as relaxed as possible. So you don't want to be under strain at any time. And the reason why before I said about taking it easy to begin with is if we're trying to be 100% focused, I am going to do 40 minutes of eye rotations in a day, and I know it's the opposite, and most people are saying, oh, how am I even going to find time to do these exercises? But even if we're doing 5 minutes, but our mindset is to do this exercise as quick and fast as possible, and to be perfect at it in a couple of weeks, and our vision's going to be great in a couple of weeks. It's more a case of, when you're doing the eye exercises, to have a more relaxed mentality, not a lazy mentality. You can still be motivated to do your eye exercises. But when you're doing it, you can tune into things like your breathing and just sort of your general mental state. Are you thinking about how quick you're doing the exercises? Are you trying to compete with yourself too much and trying to achieve something that might not be there yet? Are you getting frustrated? Are you maybe, say if you're doing the convergence charts and you're trying to get that middle image to come out towards you, and the images just aren't fusing together? Are you finding that you're getting frustrated with yourself? Maybe even call the exercise stupid and you're never going to do it again. These are all telltale signs that you're doing the exercise under strain. Also, trying to pay attention to how your vision feels afterwards. I know for me, when I first started to do the near and far exercise, and I treated it just like I would any other sport, and I used to do the near and far as if I was doing shuttle runs. So I would look far in the distance, close, then far, then close, and then I would choose a mid-distance, and then I would do that 10 times, and then again over 10 times. And afterwards I would feel that I've really worked those muscles inside the eye, but it wasn't a good work feeling, it was more of an overwork feeling. Just like maybe if you've overworked your muscles or you've tried to do too many weights in one day. Now obviously, as I went with that, and I sort of cut down on how fast I was doing the shuttles with the near and far, and I also shortened the length of time, and I built up, and obviously it got stronger. But I would advise someone to start from the less, so that you don't experience that strain or overwork afterwards. The same with any of the exercises really, just try and tune in and notice how your eyes feel to begin with, and don't push yourself through that. There should never be any pain when you're doing it. You want to try and be relaxed. You just sort of do the exercise. Ideally, at the end of it, your eyes should feel better. They should be feeling more refreshed or more activated, more energized, and it shouldn't be this feeling of fatigue or frustration or tiredness with the eyes. So another point that you want to bear in mind, and the reason why we want to be relaxed when doing these exercises, is a big reason why we are faced with these vision conditions in the first place, or the feeling of strained eyes because of repetitive strain injury, or even things like myopia or presbyopia, is the eye is under a lot of strain in the first place. So the last thing we want to do is to then create even more strain. The eye exercises are almost an escape from the strain that we do from focusing 16 hours a day, staring at the computer, and even when we're relaxing, we're watching TV, we're reading books, we're constantly using our vision. So to take the strain from the day and then create even more strain in the eye exercises is not a good formula for vision improvement. Instead, think of it as the exercises are a relaxation away from the strain of our daily lives, visual strain that is, and even mental strain. And it's really just giving us a chance to have that break and to allow the eyes to relax finally, and to let the strain within the eyes, whether that's muscular strain as far as the muscles are concerned, where they're being constantly flexed all the time, or whether it's just mental visual strain, or even just like with the optic nerve, where we're just using it all day, every day, and we're never really resting it. So doing exercises like palming help give the optic nerve that deep rest and relaxation that it actually needs. But you will notice that if you do the exercises under relaxation, then you're going to get a lot more benefit from them. They're going to feel better. You're going to be more likely to do the exercises because they feel good. There's really no point doing the exercises if you come away feeling frustrated, or you just don't see the point in doing them. Then forcing yourself to do it just isn't going to work. So if that is you, and all of us, including myself, have always done this to begin with, because it's just how we are when we tend to, attack something new and we try and plow through it and become an expert at it. But if you can take it from a relaxed point of view in the first place, then you're going to notice that you're more likely to do the exercises. And of course, with these eye exercises, the more you do them, and over a longer period of time, is where you're going to see the better results. So trying to maintain the exercise regime is very important for you for success in this. And again, also just your physical overall well-being of not having that strain in your eyes is going to make a great difference. So I hope you liked this video, and good luck with your exercises this week. All the exercises that I mentioned you can find over at our website at envisionselfhealing.com. We've even got some videos on YouTube and also on our website that you can find explaining the exercises to make it that much easier for you. We've also put a description there, more detailed description, so you can pick up some of the finer details with these eye exercises. And we've even already gone one step further and written you guys some free programs that you can check out to find out which exercises are best for your condition. There's also a mind section there where we talk about maybe a vision journal, trying to monitor your process, so it's easier for you to see if you are doing these exercises under strain or not. You can also follow me on Twitter, where I update quite frequently on other great tips just like this one, or indeed how my own vision is going, and that's at William Fuller EN. You can also look me up on Facebook, and of course head over to our Envision Self Healing Facebook fan page, and you can like us over there and get a bunch of access to pictures and all the great stuff that we're up to here in San Francisco, working on our vision and our clients' vision as well. And if you enjoyed this video, and indeed any of the other videos, then why don't you go ahead and click subscribe up there at the top, and you will be able to get all the latest videos that when we release them on a pretty frequent basis. And finally, if you enjoyed this tip and you would like to know more about vision improvement, you can always head over to our website at envisionselfhealing.com. Download your free ebook, which is called A Modern Day Guide for Improving Eyesight, where we talk about the eye and all the different parts of it that you can then improve to help any of your particular conditions, or just reduce eye strain and improve your eyesight in general. So, good luck with your exercises this week, and happy healing.